Hello. Today I want to talk to you about the basics of nutrition. How many people here want to live long, healthy lives? How many people here want to learn how to make good food choices when selecting what to eat? Today I want to make you aware of what our foods are made up of, and by doing so, will teach you how to make better food choices. I work in the healthcare system. I've had extensive training on matters dealing with nutrition and disease prevention. During this lecture, I'd like to teach you what different types of foods are made up of so that you will be able to understand what you are eating and how to make better food choices. What is the benefit of being aware of what our foods are made up of, you may ask? Well, according to the New England Journal of Medicine, eating certain foods can reduce or increase your risk of developing certain diseases. The habits that we form when we are young will often dictate what kind of life we will live, whether it is a healthy or an unhealthy life. By making you aware of what our foods are made up of, you will be aware of the impact you are having on your bodies when you make different food choices. Healthy food choices can lead to us living long, healthy lives, while making unhealthy food choices can cause our bodies to develop diseases. Now that I've told you about different types of foods and how they can affect our bodies, now let me tell you about our food, what our foods are made up of, so that you will know what types of foods are best to include in your diet. I'm going to discuss the three main nutrients in our foods: proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, the roles they play in our bodies, the daily requirements, and examples of each. The Department of Agriculture states that proteins are molecules that our bodies need to function properly. Tissues and organs cannot exist without proteins. Examples of proteins are meat, dairy, poultry, fish, eggs, beans, grains, nuts, and soy. About 10 to 35% of our daily calories should come from proteins. The Department of Agriculture states that carbohydrates are molecules that have a primary function to provide energy for the body. They include sugars, starches, and fiber. Eating too many carbohydrates can lead to obesity and diabetes. The best sources of carbohydrates are from complex carbohydrates such as fruits and vegetables. Also, whole grain rice, breads and cereals, beans, lentils, and dried peas. Most people should get between 45 to 65% of their daily calories from carbohydrates. The Department of Agriculture states that fat is also an essential molecule in your diet. It also provides energy and maintains your core body temperature. However, some types of fats are better for you than others. Good fats protect your heart, while bad fats increase your risk of disease. Good fats are the omega-3 and omega-9 fats. They help reduce the risk of diabetes. Bad fats are trans fats and saturated fats. They raise bad cholesterol levels and lower good cholesterol levels. 20 to 35% of your calories should come from fat. Also, according to the U.S. Department of Health, in 2011, the food guide pyramid was pushed aside to make room for a new representation for healthy eating called My Plate. The new graphic, which looks like a dinner plate, is divided into 4 sections: grains, fruits, vegetables, and proteins. The plate is also accompanied by a circle that represents a serving of dairy. The goal for the updated food guidance system is to help Americans make healthier choices by using a graphic tool that is familiar to them. In conclusion, I hope that you have learned what molecules our foods are made up of, and that this information will help you make better food choices to live healthier lives. The way we treat our bodies will determine the quality of life we will live. We cannot continue to abuse our bodies and expect them to live a long life. It's up to you to decide how you want to live it. Thank you.